Google Ads conversion tracking is probably the most foundational aspect of a successful Google Ads strategy because knowledge is power, as we all know. And when you have the right data into your account, you can do your adjustments the best way to improve your account performance. But also you will feed Google's algorithm with the right clear data, and then the algorithm will get smarter over time, giving you better results without you even having to adjust a lot of things. So, in today's video, I asked my colleague Dennis to create a short tutorial on how to set up Google Ads conversion tracking. And I think every Shopify website should set up Google Ads conversion tracking manually using Google Tag Manager, because that will give you the most power and the most abilities to change things up manually. And you should probably use that strategy up to 100 monthly conversions. After you hit 100 monthly conversions through Google Ads, I highly recommend using Profit Metrics. You can look it up, profitmetrics.io. I will link it in the description, but you could look up Profit Metrics, and it's a server-side tracking solution, also giving you the ability to bid on profits instead of revenue. So that's a very important topic. But first, let's set up the Google Ads conversion tracking for Shopify websites manually for free. So I want to give the stage to my colleague Dennis. Enjoy. It's just a good step-by-step walkthrough. So enjoy the video and good luck with setting up your Google Tag Manager account. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone, this is Dennis from Amplifize. Today I'm going to show you how to set up Google Ads conversion tracking using Google Tag Manager and implement enhanced conversions for e-commerce stores, or not only for e-commerce stores, but enhanced conversions are also really important to your Google Ads conversion tracking. That's why we have prepared an extensive document with a step-by-step that you need to follow so you can set up your Google Ads conversion tracking in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to show you every step that we need to follow in this video, but here on the left side you can see an outline with everything included. So we need to install Google Tag Manager first. There are a couple of steps, it's really simple. Then we need to implement additional data layer so we can track the enhanced conversions after that. And on the last, we need to set up the Google Ads conversion tracking. This includes a couple of steps like creating the conversion action in Google Ads, creating the tags, and also connecting the Google Analytics 4 to Google Tag Manager. This is something additional, but I think it will be useful for you. So the first step, as I already mentioned, is to install Google Tag Manager. I have already done that, but I will show you how you can do that as well. Today we are going to use the Shopify platform. It's really simple. So you need first to create your Google Tag Manager account. I already have created one. So here is my demo account, and we need to navigate to tags. Here I also implement the Google Tag, but let's first navigate to admin. You need to click install Google Tag Manager, because we will see this window immediately after we created the Google Tag Manager account. But since I already have created one, we need to navigate here. We need to copy those two tags, those two scripts. We come here to the Shopify backend and we click Online Store. Then we click here on the three dots. We need to click Edit Code, and you need to find theme.liquid. This is where we need to implement the scripts from the Google Tag Manager. So you can see here, this is the first script. We need to put it on the top, just below the opening of the head section. And then we need to scroll down and to implement the second script from Google Tag Manager just below the opening body tag, and you see this is the next script. Now we go back, click settings, go to checkout, and here we need also to implement the first script of Google Tag Manager on additional scripts. So that's all. Once you have done all of these steps, you come back to Google Tag Manager, you click preview, and you click connect. you just write your URL, you click connect, and now we need to see that the website is connected. You can also see here on the Shopify or on your website store. But when you go here to the tag assistant, it says it's connected. Since I have already created the Google tag, we can see it over here. Now, this is everything for the first step you need. Now, let's get back to the document. The next step is to implement the Amplifize Google Ads purchase data layer to your webshop platform. In this case, we are going to use Shopify, so we need to go to settings, checkout, order status page, and additional scripts. It's the same where we put the Google Tag Manager script just a couple seconds ago. So you need to copy this script and paste it over here just below the Google Tag Manager script. We are going to use this script on the later stage when we implement the enhanced conversions. So let's just close the two windows here. And the next step is to create our Google Ads conversion tracking into the Google Ads platform. So after that, we can use the Google Ads conversion ID and conversion label. It's really simple. We need to navigate to our Google Ads dashboard, then tools and settings. So yeah, in this case, I just created a new account for the test purposes. We need to come here on the goals. You need to click summary below conversions because it is the new Google Ads dashboard. You click new conversion action. You click website. There are a couple of other ways, but today we are going to use the website. You need to copy your domain. You click scan. So we need to create our conversion action manually using code. You click here and this window will pop out. You just need to select purchase because we are tracking, we are creating a Google Ads tracking for e-commerce stores. So we are going to track purchases. You need to give the conversion a proper name so you can separate the conversion actions after that if you have multiple ones. So we are just going to write Amplifize. This can be your brand, for example, purchase, and for example, the implementation method. So in this case, Google Tag Manager. This one is really important because when you measure conversion tracking for e-commerce stores, you need to select use different values for each conversion. This way you can track your conversion value. Otherwise, if you select use the same value for each conversion, it will be tracking like for lead generation the only one. So here it will be dynamic for the specific value of the purchases. You need to click, you need just to leave it like this. You need to count every purchase. So if a person makes 2 purchases, 3 purchases, doesn't matter. We want to count every purchase. Here it's usually, you don't need to do any changes here, but if you prefer to use something else, you can just come and select other click-through conversion windows or some of the other settings available. We click done and here is our conversion action. You can select turn on enhanced conversions for your account, which is really important for e-commerce and for this video. You come here and now you need to select use Google Tag Manager. This is really important and we have conversion ID and conversion label. So basically here is our conversion label. Now let's navigate to Google Tag Manager and continue with the next steps. For the next steps, we need to install Google Tag into the Google Tag Manager. There are different ways to do it, but let's show you quickly how you can do it as well. So it's really simple. I have already done that, but you just need to click new, click here and select Google Tag. That's all. Here, the tag ID, you can find it in Google Analytics. You come here to Google Analytics. Let's say we are on the home page. This is also a demo account. You click admin, data streams, and you come here and you just need to copy this measurement ID. You just copy the ID, paste it here. You choose a trigger all pages and you just save it. I already done that, so you can see this is the tag ID and trigger all pages. That's all. Now let's continue with the Google Ads conversion tracking. We need to create our Google Ads conversion tracking tag. So you come here again, you click here, you choose Google Ads, then you choose Google Ads conversion tracking. When you don't have conversion linker into the container, you need to create one. So you just click here, you give the conversion linker a name. I usually just write conversion linker, and it's all set up. We don't need to do anything else. You just click save. That's all. The conversion linker tag is found in our container, and we now need to select our group conversion ID. You paste it here, then you copy your conversion label, you paste it here, and now it's time to set up our data layer variables. So in this case, we're going to use our script, which we already set. So let's click here, click on the plus sign, click here, you choose data layer variable, give it a name. So it was a value. We write data layer variable value. Click here, and it's really important. It's really important step now. Here are all the steps we already cover, and we are at this step. So we need to copy this one, which is amplifies, and then we have some additional variables. And all of these variables, we are going to do the same thing. It's really simple. When you create the data layer variable, you just copy amplifies dot and the relevant variable you're creating. So in this case, it will be amplifies dot value. The data layer variable, it's the same with the data layer script we implemented in the Shopify checkout section. So you can just see the data layer variable, write amplifies.value, click save. We come here to the transaction ID, we do the same thing, we click on the plus sign, we click here, we choose data layer variable, amplifies, in this case it's amplifies.tid. So this one, amplifies.tid. We give it a name, DLV transaction ID. Click save, and we continue with the rest. In the currency code, if your website is using only one currency, you can write it, for example, euros. You can write it here, but let's say that your website is using multiple conversions, so we need to create a data variable for that as well. We click here, do the same thing, amplifies dot currency, give it a name, data variable currency, click save, and usually that's all you need for setting up the conversion tracking. Let's create a trigger. You click on the plus sign as well, click here, and you choose custom event. You choose custom event, you write purchase. But if you don't know what to write here, you can just come here and you see event is purchase. So you just need to write purchase here. Purchase trigger custom event. You can have your naming convention, but it needs to be easy to understand after implementing all of the tags. You click save, and basically that's everything you need to have a proper Google Ads conversion tracking. But now it's time to set up our enhanced conversions. So we're just going to give a name here, Google Ads conversion pixel purchase, for example. We can click save. We can come back here, and you need to select include user provided data from your website. You click here, and it's time to create all of the data variables for the user provided data. So we are going to do the same thing. New variable, you choose data layer variable, amplifies.email. You can see we are creating the data layer for the email, amplifies.email, give it a name, and continue with all of the other tags. So I will create all of the rest, all of the data layer variables we have, and we'll come back to test our Google Ads conversion tracking. So hello, again, I have created all of the user data provided variables. We can see them here. When you navigate to variables, you can see all of the variables we have. One thing I just want to show you is when you have two words, not only one, how it's set up. So you have amplifies.first name, you have the underline, and you have the second one. So it's amplifies first name and it's the same for amplifies last name. So basically that was all you need to create your Google Ads conversion tracking through Google Tag Manager, also to implement enhanced conversions. And now it's time to test our tags and see if everything is working properly. You just need to click submit, publish. We skip here, and that's all. We come back, we click preview. Now we do the same thing. We open the Google Tag Assistant, you write your website, click connect, and now it's connected. So what we have to do now is just you can come back here, see if everything is working properly. Yeah, my camera isn't showing here, but you need to check your product. This is a test product I have created. So you click add to cart, you can go to the checkout section, and you just need to fill out your details. So email, country, names, first and last name, the address. So we can also see here some suggestions, the postcode and the city. You click complete order, and now we are on the thank you page, which is the confirmation page. We can also see it here. We come back to the tag assistant and we can see all of the tags we have created has been fired. So we have the Google tag, Google the conversion linker, and our purchase tag we have created. If you want to see if the enhanced conversions are working properly and they are extracting all of the data from the checkout section, you just need to click here on the left side, purchase. You come to variables and you see your variables that you have created. So in this case, those are the variables we have created with the proper names. And we see the data variable for city is working, country, Netherlands, email, first and last name, postcode, the street, the transaction ID, the value is 0 because it's a free product. The phone wasn't mandatory in this case and it wasn't applicable in our checkout section, but if your checkout section has a phone number, it will be here as well. We can see the event and some other interesting things we can see. So that was all for the today's tutorial. I hope you can quickly implement Google Ads conversion tracking and also the enhanced conversions for your Google Ads account. It's really simple. If you need, you can rewatch the video. You can follow the steps into the document as well. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me or to Floris anytime, and we will be really happy to help you even further. Thank you for your time, and see you next time.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you so much for giving us this tutorial. So I hope you got the value out of this video and you were able to set up the conversion tracking yourself. As I said in the beginning, if you hit the 100 plus monthly conversions through Google Ads, I highly suggest using a server-side tagging solution, and you could do it manually, but believe me if I say that using Profit Metrics as a partnered tool will probably save you a lot of headache and maybe even money and a lot of time as well. So, in summary, set up Google Ads conversion tracking like you did today, up to 100 sales, then switch over to Profit Metrics for server-side tagging and bidding on profit. If you like these kinds of videos, I highly suggest you subscribing to this channel, and I will see you in some other video.